And the lack of reading and teaching materials in school is having a negative impact on the blind.
The Executive Director of the Blind Union, Dr. Peter Asamoah-Boateng, is suggesting the ratification of the Marrakesh Treaty to make materials accessible to visually impaired students.
Currently, the visually impaired have no access to reading materials or textbooks in Braille, a situation the Executive Director of the Blind, Dr. Peter Asamoah, finds unfortunate, though the nation is a signatory to the 2013 Marrakesh Treaty. The treaty is to facilitate access to published works by the visually impaired and create a set of mandatory limitations and exceptions for the benefit of the blind. Dr. Asamoah noted political will and legislation is critical. On the issue of inadequate supply of Braille to the visually impaired, he pointed out it was government's responsibility, hence failure to do so amounted to discrimination.
Right now the world has changed. At first you had these old Braille machines where you have to one man to one machine and all that. Right now we have computerized systems in place. So it's not that difficult to produce Braille material anymore.
The Director of Special Education, Anthony Boateng, agreed the Marrakesh Treaty had to be ratified to meet the needs of the visually impaired students. Over 40 students drawn from 6 basic and senior high visually impaired schools across the country converged at Ekropon to compete in the Braille Literacy Cup competition. The students zealously went through the competition comprising dictation and literacy proficiency. Perkins African Regional Coordinator Angela Joasari Afram explained the competition is to unleash the potential of the visually impaired students.
So we try to make sure that when we give them the word, they should spell it out, and then they also give us the Braille version of that word, so that when they go out into the world and they are using the laptop to learn, they don't just write PV. Nobody who is sighted will know that. So that is why we are also introducing them to these things to enhance their literacy skill.
The students were excited at the new experience and exposure, but demanded more support from their teachers.
It makes me a lot, to know about some spellings that I've not gotten before. And it also helps me to read fast. I would like it to be going on yearly.
It makes me to know how to write, so that when we are writing our exams and they give us the time that we will write, I will be able to finish fast. And in terms of the reading too, it makes me to be fluent in reading.
The Ekropon School for the Blind won the primary and junior high overall division, while the Avekwetome Blind School won the senior high division, beating the host school Ukwapiman and 2 others.